What's up, Rochelle? So, I don't even know where to start this at. So, um, hey, thanks for being an amazing sister, first of all. Um, these memories probably won't be in exact order, but close as I could think of, you know. So I know I'm gonna miss a lot, like, because these are just off the top of my head. But, like, one of the first memories I had was, like, you and I, Mom always left us like pizza or something when we would stay home, and I just love frozen pizzas from Sam's, and I probably ate them all, you know, because one day she went to work and we had like nothing to eat, and so we sort of scuffling up like pennies, like I think we like change all around the house, like a few dollars or whatever like that. Back then it was like $6 for like a most basic pizza, like a cheese pizza. I want to say it was like $7, whatever. But we ended up saving up just enough to be able to order a pizza, and we ordered like the most plain cheese pizza pizza you can get, and we ate that together. I don't know if you remember that, but yeah, I don't know why it stuck us out of my head. Also, there was this girl. I think her name was Amy. I should ask mom. um, but I remember I don't know if it was like a brother or somebody picked us up from somewhere. It might have been that church retreat we would go to, that Uncle June had set up, that was like for like the summer or whatnot. And whatever happened. I just remember the dude in the back seat had leaned over and he was asking us, "Do y'all want a piece of pizza?" And it was like, "Nah." But I really have no clue how it was related to Amy. It's probably like very close member, family member, but I just don't know. I just remember her name for some reason. Her name's probably not even Amy, to be honest. But I did ask you a question. This year, last year, I asked you what was Kevin, of course, Kevin Norman from Houston. What was his toy box? And you remember it was the shape of that football. I just remember going to their house and he always played like Mega Man, and I still remember like the whole layout of the whole house, and whatnot. But yeah, I didn't know if you had remembered that toy box, and you did. Also, I remember you on like a little baseball team or whatnot, and it was like pink and green, the Road Runners maybe. And I remember going to pick you up one time. Well, I mean, not pick you up. Mom was driving, and I was just so happened to be in the passenger seat. Yeah, I was on that field that's kind of near I-10. Um, I think it's like a school near there, whatever. But yeah, that was another memory. But one of the baddest memories I had, like my brain went into freaking shock, was when we were both on the horses at the horse pen, and that loud noise that came inside the background, and your horse took off, and my horse, I don't know, he just chill, you know. But it ran straight to the back to the stable, I guess, like to feel like comforted within his own house or whatnot. And I remember you hitting your head, and my brain just blacked out because I had to get the rest of the story from mom and dad. Like I just never remember going to the hospital, but I do remember you being the hit, and man, luckily you didn't die. And so mom told me that dad drove us back home, and then mom drove you to the hospital. I was like, oh, okay, and that would make sense because I would remember dad would have took both of us to the hospital, whatever like that. When we built Pete, so I'd been like in the second grade. You was probably in the sixth grade, maybe. And we built. Mom had brought. We got that little wiener dog, or Dachshund. You want to be proper. Pete, a little black and brown dog, and yeah, we brought him home. We was inside the utility room with mom. We was all excited building because he was staying inside the house, and we built in like this big old cardboard box. And dad came home from work. He was like, "Oh, that's an outside dog. Y'all can tear all that down. You going outside?" I was like, "Oh man." And now they got a dog that sits in the utility room. Whatever, unfairness. Um, Also, I remember, I don't know how you attained it, but I want to say you had that Rex and Effects album. All I want to do is have a boom boom, whatever. I can't sing, I can't rap either. Yeah, and I remember you specifically telling me you're like it's weird that you were not weird. It's good like that you were that conscious because you were like I don't think I'm old enough to be listening to this album. And yeah, also another album I remember was we went to Beaumont. I want to say Mom was with us, and she got you the Mary J. Blige, probably the 411 out. What's the 411 maybe album? I don't know. I was never a huge Mary J. Blige fan, but I remember you getting the album from the Beaumont Mall, and bringing it home or whatnot. I want to say we actually listened to it on the ride home or whatnot, and um, oh, your job. I remember that when you started your job at Appaloosa's Park in North Lake Charles, and you came home. You was like, "Did you know about our uncle?" I was like, "Nah." He's like, "They call him Frog, and they hit him." And I was like, "What?" Like I never knew all this. None of this stuff was going on outside North Lake Charles, but I just remember you being shocked about that information. Oh, when you got your, I won't say it's your first car. It might have been your first car. The blue square box Camry or whatever brand it was, whatever brand car. I just remember being like a navy blue and like squares, and I don't think you really liked it. I want to say you dropped me off to Catechism a few times inside of it. You're listening to that's I want to say Tupac. I think it's like the Machiavelli album was out. Yeah, maybe one of those albums. I do remember the ride there, or whatever. And also when you took me to, I was in eighth grade, and Mom had signed me up for those classes at McNeese for the summer classes, and you drove me, and we drove like it's so vivid inside my head for some reason. We drove to Kroger's that was near, that was on West McNeese or East McNeese, whatever side that is, and we were in that parking lot. Was coming out, and you. It was the first time I heard the compilation album by Master P. I want to say it's About It, but probably not. But it was a compilation album. But I didn't end up listening to that album as older, and really enjoyed it. It had the song. It had a few songs. Mia X was on there. The Ghetto Twins. Master P, of course. If I Could, whatever album Master P had with the song If I Could or something like that. And then I remember that you left for University of Lafayette, and I wasn't there the original drop off, I want to say, but I do remember going to your dorms because Mom had to bring you something. I remember that one because on the ride home, I wanted to get that Master P Ghetto Dope album. Mom wouldn't buy it for me. It was at the Lafayette Mall. She bought her Tracy Chapman album there. Then you moved to Houston. And I was just glad for you to finally get out of Louisiana. I know it wasn't for you or whatnot. And I want to say you moved in with Kendra because Kendra was like, Rochelle don't even know how to cook. When somebody come over, she had me cook, and she say she did it or something like that. And a lot of times after that, I mean, of course, I visit you when, well, yeah, when Christian was born. Not immediately, but I want to say we met at Kendra's house. Yeah, and I remember Christian being born and being excited to have my second nephew. And man, Christian's. I'll try to think of more stuff. But I mean, this is for like the whole family, whatnot. I mean, whoever wants to watch this, just random memories. Christian, man, like infinitely smart. He remind me of myself. Well, I was infinitely smart and also infinitely curious about things. One to learn. Um, the Christian for you, besides seeing you there, I remember you came to my house. Oh, you were way too young. Probably like 2 years old now, and then like 2010, because I was moving from one apartment complex, the Charlestonians, to the Country Club Point, and you and my dad came over to help put the bed together. I mean, of course you're too young, so you're just playing around, but I do remember that day. But also, you came back in like 2018. Uh, Papa, my dad, Papa, whatever, was helping me paint that big column in my front yard. And of course, you're too young again. Maybe not too young, but you just kind of just stayed inside the house. And I want to say you had recognized the painting I had on the wall from Michelangelo. But yeah, even you were like super curious even back then. But then the next year, man, my mind was like boom, because like you just shocked me with all the things that you knew. Like you and I did a little challenge with the world flags, and we had Caden show the flag, and we'll have to say the name. And it was awesome, man. Playing that game with you, I never thought I'd be able to. My wife and I play the game a lot of the times, whatever like that. But I just never knew anyone else who took like that much interest in flags. When I was around that age, when I was 10, um, I had asked my mother for a globe. I don't know what 10-year-old asks a globe for Christmas, but I for sure asked a globe for Christmas. And every single day I'll spin it around, I'll put my finger on it, and when it'll stop, it land on the country, I would memorize the country and the little star on the inside the country. I had no clue the star was a capital. Um, but yeah, I memorized the world and all of the capitals, or all the stars back then. I knew. And yeah, still have them all inside of my head today, and even the flags and whatnot. And yeah, if you want to expand your knowledge, man, start learning you probably already learned the capitals. Start learning the capitals as well. Just the more you learn about the world, the smaller it becomes, and it's a beautiful thing, man. Um. Oh yeah. What shocked me even more that you knew that was when I asked your mom about uh, like why does he know this? Like was this like a part of a class thing like that? And the fact that you just did it on your own was awesome, because that's what I do. If I find an interest in something, I don't care what it benefits, as long as I know it benefits me. So keep doing that. Whatever that infinitely curious mindset you have, keep that, because there's a lot to learn inside this world. Uh, to Case, you're too young to ever know who I was. I want to say a piece of my life, who I was. I have all my years that I have from like 85 to 1985 to like 2022, 2023. It explains parts about me, whatever, just fun stuff. Um, but you have amazing parents, Danny and Rochelle. You have like almost no reason to fail inside this world. Very loving parents and everything. Danny, sorry going last. Sorry and all that stuff. I just want to thank you for being an amazing husband to my sister. Like, never heard like any complaints or whatnot. You know, just an amazing person. Now, a few times that I met you, just a very genuine, loving person. Do we have a comment? I think we had a conversation about the gas company, but nothing like really in depth, like a conversation. But I do remember you actually came down in 2013 when I got inside of my motorcycle accident, and I was leaving the hospital in like April, like 5 days there, like April 28th of 2013, somewhere around there. And I remember driving back to my house, um, and you were there, and you helped out with all the moving and stuff like that. Well, you didn't even have to, you know. But that just shows the amazing person you are. Damn, congratulations on the house. Like, I have this thing in VR where I could type in the address and I get to see the house. And mom gave me y'all address, and I got to see it. It's very beautiful. I wish I could have visited, or maybe I will before, whatever. Um, but I'm proud of y'all. Very proud of all of y'all. And peace out.